welcome to a new week. I do have the last sale of May and then 2 that came through this morning. So the last sale of May came through on Poshmark. Someone sent me a $18 offer for these. I think they're a linen blend. Yeah, 55% linen, 45% viscose shorts from J. Crew. Now, most of these are smaller profit sales, which I'm okay with that as long as I have multiples. This is actually a pair of shorts that I got for myself from Goodwill, and I had spent $7.29 on them. They wound up being too big, so I listed them for, I believe, like 20-ish, maybe 21. So I accepted that $18 offer. In 46 days, I made $7.11. Then I had a Mercari sale. First day of June, first Mercari sale of the month. And the first sale of the month. I would have never guessed. This is a 100% silk, pleated, very cute light pink skirt. The brand is Ballinger Gold. It's really, really, really cute. I had this listed, I think around $25, and on Mercari I got a $21 offer. I had paid $5.44 on this, so in 37 days I made $12.93. And then an eBay offer that came through are from the Polo Ralph Lauren. These are the, I forget what they're called. It says say somewhere. I think it says, yeah, it says right here. These are the Slim Straight Fit. Not quite a chino. They're a size 33, 30. I do have another pair, similar, exact same pair in khaki still listed. Like I said, I had these listed for $30. I got a $20 offer this morning, which I just accepted because I haven't seen much interest in them. I've had these listed for 23 days and I had $6.99 into them, which I have $6.99 into the other pair too. So I definitely can't accept less than 20 on those. I wound up making $8.13, which not the best return on investment, but like I said, if I can get a bunch of smaller sales, I'll be happy. Okay, I did make a Poshmark sale overnight. This was one of those I'm glad to get it out of my collection sales because it's not something I technically bought for resale, but they're a pair of shorts that I had gotten for Scott, and he wound up not liking the, I don't know about them. It's the brand RSQ. I had bought 2 pairs for him. The other pair sold like 2 weeks ago. This was a cargo style, which I thought would be popular. They're kind of like a shorter fit. I definitely think these were a trendier style, just not a high value brand. So when I had got them for Scott, I had paid $5.29 for them. So I think I only listed them for $20. Posher VA sent out a offer for $18 plus discounted shipping. So in 19 days, I made a profit of $4.39. So luckily it was a fast sale. I technically made a little on something Scott didn't like, but yeah, this was just, I'm glad it's moving on to somebody who actually wants them. The biggest surprise of the day is I had another Mercari sale. This is like 3 in a week or something. I don't know what's going on. And full price sale on Mercari, may I add. So this is a belt that I probably paid too much for. However, it was a full price sale, so I am thrilled. It's very, I feel like, trendy. It's Western, it's boho, it's patchwork, it's studded, it's a little bit of everything. This is from Fossil, and this is a women's size medium. Sold for $30. So I had sourced this for $6.99, but selling for $30, I'm like, wow. I'm very excited. So in 50 days, I made a profit of $19.39, and I could not be more excited about this sale. Can't make this one up. Another Mercari sale. So this is one that I have no money into. It's all profit. This is the dress that my mother-in-law wore to my sister-in-law's wedding. It's like a very long formal dress. It's beaded, lace, black, long, huge. The brand is Betsy and Adam, if you can see that. I've had this listed for 93 days. I mean, it makes sense that this is the time of year something like this would sell. I do not source gowns because I hate storing them. Like, I could not be more excited to get this out of my closet. I had no idea how much to list this at. I've been slowly lowering the price, and today I woke up to a message on Mercari, someone asking like, would you take $60 for this? And I like immediately sent them the $60 offer, which they accepted. So I wound up making a profit of $52.91, and I just got a lot of room back in my closet because this thing is huge, like so much material and beading and material. I had an eBay sale earlier this evening. This is one that I was actually pretty surprised how long it took to sell. So this is from the brand see if you can read that. This is from the brand Cut Loose. It's a size XL. This is a cotton and linen blend, so a very natural, breathable fabric. It has sort of an a little bit of a high-low hem, slits on the side. This is a very, like, I think popular log and look brand. I did source this at the 99-cent sale. It took 88 days to sell and it didn't have too much interest. I only had it listed for $25, so tonight when I got a $20 offer on eBay, I accepted it. So I wound up with a profit of $16.40, and I was really surprised because people say this brand in XL and higher typically moves pretty fast, but I mean 88 days isn't the longest, and I guess with now it being closer to summer months, it's the only time I've ever seen the brand out and about. Since it only sold for $20, I don't know if I'd pick it up for much more than 99 cents, and that's my 2 cents. I just had a pretty good sale come through on eBay. I feel like I've been doing a lot of men's bottoms lately, shorts and pants. So this is a pair of like hiking outdoor pants that I thrifted at Goodwill. These are the REI Co-op 34 by 30 hiking type of pants. I was able to find out, I think, the exact information about these pants. I think the REI Co-op does well compared to just like regular REI. I think this is a newer label. I'm not an expert. I'm pretty sure that's true. I actually only paid $3.50 for these at Goodwill. These might have been a half price tag day. So these had been sitting around there for a while untouched. But I wound up selling them on eBay for $30, and they sold in 45 days, and I made a profit of $20.87. So I'm actually very happy with this sale. I just made a sale. It's an item I'm just like happy to get out. This has been listed for 99 days. It is a leather pink wallet from the brand Buxton. I had sourced this at Goodwill for $3.99. It's in very good condition. Very, very minimal signs of wear. The most wear, honestly, is that there probably was change in here and it left some marks. But yeah, I had this listed for $22. It hasn't seen much action, so when I got a $15 offer on Poshmark today, I accepted. So I made a profit of $8 and a penny on this, so just glad to see it moving on. I will say it is nice to know that even though I am on my Poshmark suspension, I still do have sales coming through. This is one that Posher VA had go through for me. This is actually a dress I've had listed for 99 days. Again, it's linen, so I guess it is now more so the season, but this is from Madewell. It's size 12, and this is a really cute, like, I want to make sure I can really get it, linen blend, like ruffle sleeves here. It's got pockets, it's got smocking in the back. Very seasonally appropriate, I feel like. I did have this listed for $35, but I did also source it for $8.28, which was probably my #1 problem that I did with this one. So Posher VA sent out an offer for $31 with discounted shipping, which was accepted. I wound up making a profit of $14.20 because Poshmark really has some high fees associated with it. So I'm glad to be moving it on because it was sitting for 99 days. Okay, I have 2 orders I'm packaging this morning. This first one is one that I recently grabbed at a yard sale. So this is a children's dress. It was priced $2. It's got like a really cute tie back. It did have some staining on it, but actually I gave it to my parents and they were able to get the staining out. The reason I picked it up is because it is the brand American Girl. It is a size 14, so I wasn't sure how it would sell being like a bigger size American Girl, but I looked it up and this was actually like more of a Y2K style dress. I saw sold, they weren't selling for big amounts, so I listed it for $18, and in 6 days it sold for my asking price, so I made $11.91 on that, and that was like a really easy yard sale find. Next is almost like a family heirloom, I want to say. So this belonged to my great-grandfather. This one I listed really high because it has sentimental value and I wanted it to go to, you know, the right buyer. So this is my first Depop sale in like probably a week. I sold my great-grandfather's authentic 1985 Live Aid t-shirt. It's a single stitch. It's so worn, like the fabric tag barely exists. I did say it was about a women's size small. It's pretty tiny, but it's super like special. I did have this listed pretty high, and someone sent me an offer for $60 on Depop last night, which I accepted. So in 95 days, I made $57.38, and I hope this finds a wonderful new home. Okay, this is the fastest sale I've had in a while. Probably sold within less than 5 hours. So I found this on the new rack at Goodwill this week. So it's the lighting, I need to turn like more light on. Make it a little bit, oh yeah, there you go. So it's a burnt orange bralette with chickens, free range chickens. There's some rabbits, some gnomes, but the brand is Duluth Trading Company, and it is 94% organic cotton. Checking comps, I saw a lot of very similar chicken related sales on eBay. So I actually had paid $3.99 for this. They don't usually mark up bras at my Goodwill, typically. I felt confident in buying this, and like I said, it sold within hours for my full asking price of $20. So I made an easy $14.74, and this was one, like, bras, no steaming, no extra work, like just snap some photos and just like write the description. One of my favorite easy flips. I did just make a sale on Poshmark, and I did want to say as of yesterday, I am reinstated. I am no longer suspended. I did not see any changes in my sales on Poshmark during my suspension, and honestly, I feel like I was having more sales than typical, so I don't know. So this morning, someone liked this bathing suit top on Poshmark, and my Posher VA sent them a 10% off with discounted shipping, which they counter offered me. So I had this originally listed for $25, and they countered $15, and I had $3.99 into this, and this is the brand Title 9, and it's a very nice, nicely made tankini top. It's a size 36D, I believe. It has like the attachments in the back. It has underwire, like it's very nicely put together. So I did counter them back to $19, which was accepted. So in 32 days, I made $11.21. I did have an exciting order come through today, and on Mercari. Apparently I'm a Mercari girl now. This is from my personal collection, and this is a pair of my boots. These are from the brand Blundstone, and these are a pair of, I guess, Chelsea hiking boots. I actually have had these since like 2017. They're still in fantastic condition. I have worn them a ton. They're actually a child size 3. I mean, back when I bought these in 2017, I probably paid like $100 for them. Like, they're expensive shoes, but I didn't wear them much this past winter, and I know that they have a pretty decent resale value. So I listed them around $70, and in 6 days, I got an offer today for $65 on Mercari, which I accepted. So I wound up with a profit of $57.31, and I'm excited because I feel like I used to wear them a lot more, and I haven't in the past however many years, so I'm glad to find a new home for them. Okay, so before I wrap out the week, I had 2 great sales come through last night. I'm just so excited. I had such a good sales week this week, especially with other weeks being not so great. It's been a very happy sales week for me. So the first item is from a haul I just posted. So Jenny saw my video and went through and sent me an offer for this Victoria's Secret gold label, like purple satin velvet burnout. Absolutely beautiful, like probably one of the prettiest items I've found at the thrift shop. I had it listed for $35. She sent me an offer for $30. I was super excited to get that. I only had $3.47 into this, so I came out with a profit of $21.46. And if you saw that haul, you would know it was a set. So it was this with like the robe with the matching like burnout look, and I only had $6.95 into the set together, and I'm already in the green, $21.46. So if that one also sells, like, it's all profit. I don't know. This was just like, this was one of my most exciting finds ever. I just think it's so beautiful. It's so unique. Like, I looked on the internet and I did not see this piece anywhere when looking up like other gold label items. So I don't know if there's no more of these left out there, but I was very, very excited about that one. The other is actually something from our personal collection, and this is from Scott. I must have, probably over 10 years ago, I probably got this for him. And sometimes he used to wear it to work, but he hasn't worn this in years. It's a Pokemon black polo. I don't even remember where I got this. I don't remember where I bought this all those years ago. But I had it listed for $28, and it sold full price while I was sleeping last night. So in 91 days, I made a profit of $25.22 on this. I'm very excited about this sale for sure. All right, let's do weekend wrap up. I'm not gonna break it out between May and June because this week was May 31st through June 6th, and I only had one like little $18 sale in May, so I'm not gonna break it out between the two. We're just gonna talk about the full week of sales. So really, really good sales week. I had a total of 17 sales, and the sales came out to $547.59, and of that the profit was $363.57. I had, even though the majority of the week I was banned on Poshmark, I did have 5 Poshmark sales. I had 6 eBay, 4 Mercari. Good morning, Mercari. Honestly, some of my best sales this week were Mercari, so Mercari's awake now. And only 2 depop. Depop has been like radio silent, I feel like, for the last few weeks, and I don't know why. I'm glad Mercari's awake for that reason. So I'm really happy with the week. We can look at the overall total for the year. If you are new here, I just restarted reselling in February, and I'm only doing this part-time, and I feel like I've seen so much success. Just for example, my sales for the year so far are $5,808.52, and of that, $3,784.61 is profit. It's just been a really fun, it's been a joy basically doing this, and I look forward to this coming week. I have some awesome items I just got at a thrift shop last night that I'm gonna start getting posted, and Scott and I are heading out to a rummage sale in about an hour, so I'm excited to see if I can find any goodies, because the last rummage sale I found some of the best items I've sold so far, so cheers.